Oh, hello cooking squad, and how's it going? You know, I'm tired of friggin' store-bought pasta. I'm sick and tired of it. It's crap. It's horrible. I am so sick of it all the time. So I'm going to make something homemade today in the pasta department. Welcome back, Cooking Squad. How's it going? Today, I am making something that Rebecca Moraes wanted to see. She wanted homemade gnocchi. Yay! It's great. I've done it before and I love it. This recipe is so simple, straightforward. It's gluten-free. You don't have to worry about milk. You don't have to worry about any flour that's gluten because we are using different things to make it gluten-free. So let me show you the ingredients you're going to need to create this yummy, delicious, homemade gnocchi. So the very first ingredient you're going to need is your potato flour. You need 1 cup of it. I just have it in my bag right now because I don't have a full cup measuring scoop. I have about 1/4 of a cup or 1/3 of a cup, so I'm going to use that as I dump it in. You're going to need 3 bulbs of garlic, finely chopped. You're going to need 1 egg yolk. That's just 1 egg yolk. And right behind there is 2 seasonings, well, 2 herbs. I'm using parsley and basil, but you can use whatever herbs you want. And then you're going to need salt and pepper for taste. But most importantly, right in the back there in the black pot is the potatoes. You're going to need 5 large potatoes if it's for 2 people. If you need more than that, you're going to need almost like 700 grams worth of potatoes. It's a lot of potatoes you're going to need. Okay, so you're going to need that to create this delicious, yummy gnocchi. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to put your pot on the stove with your potatoes in there as you peel them already and you've washed them before, and then you're going to cut them in half so that they're in half, and you're going to put them right in that pot, in a big pot filled with 6 cups of water to cover them fully, and you're going to let them cook. And when the water starts boiling, you're going to cook them for 8 to 10 minutes so that they're nice and soft, but not too soft. We have taken our potatoes, we've drained them, strained them out, whatever you want to call them, and we have put them into our nice mixing bowl. Be careful, it is still hot, so is the bowl, because it's metal. If you had a glass bowl, it would still be hot. So we're using a KitchenAid mixer for this. So the first thing you're going to do is take the potatoes, put them in the bowl, as you can see. Gonna put the mixer down. Gonna lock it. You always have to make sure it's locked. Okay. Then you're going to turn this to a number 6 and make sure it all gets mixed. So at some point in time, you might want to scrape the sides of it. If you can. If you don't have a scraper, then don't worry about it. But it's better to scrape the sides so that they're all done. So we're going to turn this on to a 6. And we're going to mix them for about 2 minutes. There we go, we got our potatoes done. Now what we're going to do is add in our yolk, as we got right here. Just throw that in. You only need 1 yolk for this. 1 yolk. And now we're going to add our potato flour. A nice yummy potato flour. That is the flour we are using for this because it still makes it gluten-free. So the first thing we're going to do is use our 1/4 measuring cup here, and we are going to dump 1/4 cup. Now I said you'll be using a full cup, but that is only in case you need it, because you might not need it. So the first thing you do is add in your potato powder, and now we're going to mix it. Now for this, you're going to mix it on a number 4, because you want it to get nice and kind of like almost like doughy substance. So we're going to lock this, and we're going to put this on number 4 until it looks like it's turning into a dough. And if it's not, then you add in more of the potato flour so it becomes looking like dough. So let's go on with this. The next thing is to roll these out with 1 cup, well, 1 cup of dough, so of potato dough. So you're going to need a 1 cupper, and I'm going to have to find the 1 cupper because it's been missing in action, but I will find it, and I will show you what to do, how to roll this out so that you can make the perfect gnocchi at home. Now it's time to roll out your dough. So you're going to scoop out, well, it's not really dough, it's potato dough. You're going to scoop out a nice, good size of a cup. Okay, well, for this, I'm going to show you with less than a cup. Okay, so you got your gnocchi dough. Gnocchi dough. You're going to take your potato flour, if this thing would open. Gonna put some in your hand, like so. So your hands are with it. And if you need more flour, by all means, put some more in your hand. You have to, just so this doesn't stick to the table. And if you have to, as I like to do, sprinkle the stuff onto the table so that this doesn't stick. Now you're going to roll it out into big, long lines. Okay, see, nice big long lines. So you're gonna take your knife, as I'm using, and you're gonna cut it in about an inch piece. Okay, just an inch. Then you're gonna kind of shape it. You want it almost like squared, almost. Okay, but you're gonna cut it the best you can in an inch length. So not very much, not very big, just bite size. And you're going to do this for all of them. So as you can see, you want to fill up your pot that you're using, not very much, maybe halfway, maybe a little less than halfway. I'm going to add some more water in there, and it's going to be about halfway. And you're going to turn it on, and when it's boiling, I'll show you what to do. So now that the water is boiling, it's time to add the gnocchi into it. So I'm going to show you what you do for that. You just take a few pieces and you just throw them in as you turn down the temperature, because you don't want to cook them. So what's happening is they sink to the bottom, and what's going to happen is they're going to raise up when they're ready to come out. So I put this to a 6.5. And now we just wait for them to rise up. As you can see, we got some floaters in there. Okay, they're just floating at the top, just like this one. So what you're going to do is you're going to transfer it to a bowl. And you're going to do that for all the ones that are floating at the top. So I'm going to transfer them into the bowl, and then I'm going to do all of them. And once they're all done, I'm going to show you what you do next. So now that it's finally cooked, we're going to transfer it into a pan so we can add our sauce on top of it, because you want to be able to make sure that it still fully cooks in the sauce and it fully cooks in the pan and everything. So we're going to add the sauce and our gnocchi in there, and I will show you what it looks like when you've combined it all together. Well, Cooking Squad, this was an epic fail. As you can see, it didn't come out. It's more like potatoes and tomato sauce, well, pasta sauce. I mean, it's an epic fail completely, but at least I know for next time I gotta add more potato flour, and I gotta add a lot more different things in there to make it hold together so it doesn't turn out to be like this. I totally hope you enjoyed this epic fail of a video. I mean, it wasn't a whole epic fail in the sense that I screwed up, but I mean, it's a learning process, because just because I know how to cook doesn't mean I know everything about cooking. I can always perfect my style, I can always make it better, I can always improve. So I hope you enjoyed this video and hit that thumbs up button for this epic fail. Also, subscribe below if you are new to my channel. Please do that. Also, share this with your friends, family, and all your social medias. And don't forget to join my Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and my Snapchat. I always forget the Snapchat. And remember, you guys are awesome. You guys are amazing. You're one of a kind. You're beautiful. And thank you for being part of Cooking Squad. And remember, the most important thing is keep calm and cook on.